In today's class, we are going to discuss the various options which are available in Insert tab. Already, most of the options we have covered in MS Word 2007 only, regarding a tables group, illustrations group, links group, text group. So all these options we have already discussed in MS Word 2007. Okay, so I'm not going to explain once again here. The only thing is, if you observe, in illustrations group, we are having a new option here. As you can see here, in illustrations group, we are having what? Photo album option here. So this is the new option we are getting in MS Word. And also, if you look into the links group here, we are having a action option here. So already we have discussed how we can use hyperlink, but here we are getting a new option called as action. Regarding this, we are going to discuss in today's class. And also, we are having a media clips group which is available at last here in Insert tab. These are the only new options coming in MS PowerPoint 2007. Let me explain about these options in today's session, okay, by considering one quiz example. So how we can provide a action link for next slides, okay. So before this, let me explain you how we can create a photo album, okay, by using a PowerPoint presentation. While explaining the benefits of a PowerPoint presentation, there I have discussed that. So we can create a photo album in a PowerPoint presentation very easily. So this point I have highlighted. So in today's class, I'm going to highlight about how we can create photo albums, and also how we can effectively utilize hyperlink and action options. And also I'm going to show you how we can use media clips group. Okay. So now for this, let me open a new blank presentation here. As you can see, already we have discussed how we can open a blank presentation. We are having a various options in templates here: blank and recent, install templates, install themes, my templates, and new from existing file. Now I want to create what? A new blank presentation. So for that, I'm going to select the first option, that is blank and recent. Among them, I'm going to select what? Blank presentation here. So after this, I'm going to click on create button, so that it will create a blank presentation for me. So where in which I can create what? A photo album now. So to create photo album, what I will do, I'm going to simply click on this create photo album here. So new photo album option I'm going to create here, so that it will create or edit a presentation based on a set of pictures that we are going to provide here. So let me click here, and you can see here it is displaying two options. Those are nothing but new photo album and edit photo album. So now let me click on new photo album, because we don't have already the photo album prepared in my presentation. So that's why we have to create a new photo album before editing this. So now let me click on new photo album. So when I click on this option, obviously it has to display what? Dialog box like this. As you can see here, we are getting a dialog box related to photo album here. So here we can select the pictures from a file or hard disk by using this button, so that we can browse through the set of pictures here, and we can see the preview of the pictures at this location. Okay, and also we can rotate, and we can adjust the contrast level and brightness with these options here. Okay, and suppose I want to move the photos upward and downwards by using these buttons, and also we can remove unwanted photos from this button. Now let me select how we can insert the pictures by clicking on file or disk button, which is available here. Okay, so now let me click on this, so that it will open a new insert picture dialog box. So now I have to browse through the pictures which are available here. Let me click on, okay, some of the pictures here. Okay, let me select within my folder third sem we are having what images. Okay, so here I'm having some few images here. Let me select some of them. Okay, so as you can see, I have selected 6 images here, and after this I'm going to click on insert. So when I insert, you can see here in the dialog box it has included 6 images. It is showing the names of the pictures in the album, and you can see by clicking on the picture title, you can see the preview at the right hand side here. Okay, so this is how we can see the pictures, and we can even reorder the pictures by selecting this what move upward and move downwards, so that it will arrange the pictures in album accordingly. So after this, suppose even we can delete unwanted images by using what remove option, and also we can rotate the pictures by using these rotating options, and also we can increase the contrast level and brightness level of the picture. Okay, and also you can specify the picture layout here by using this combo box which is available here. So now I'm going to select what the layout as a fit to slide. So whatever the image size it might be, so it has to fit to the slide size. So that is what the layout I have selected here. We are having a different options here, as you can see here, whether I need one picture in the slide or 2 pictures. Likewise, we can select the layout, different layouts. Okay, so now let me select what fit to slide option, and if I click on create button now, as you can see, it will create the photo albums. Accordingly, it will create what? The slides. As you can see here, in each slide, we are having different images which are exactly fitting the size of slide. So this is how we can create what a photo album, and you can see here at the first slide, it has included the title as a photo album, and it has included the author details also. So this title I can change. So by clicking here, okay, so my personal photo album. So likewise, we can edit this, and also we can edit this subtitle. Okay, and how to generate a preview? So to generate a preview or to go to slideshow, so we need to click on slideshow option, which is available at the bottom side here. As you can see here at the uh, right bottom, we are able to see the different presentation views here. Among them, we have to select what? The photo slideshow view. Okay, so this is what the photo, slideshow view. So we need to select this so that it will start the slideshow, or else we can simply use the shortcut key, that is F5 function key. So if I press F5 button, it starts a slideshow. Okay, so yeah, to move to the next slide, I need to just press enter. Okay, like this, so that it will move to next slide, and which will display the images. So this is how we can create a photo album in PowerPoint presentation. So now let me close this. I don't want to save this. Again, close this. Okay. So now you can see here, I'm going to show you something interesting. Assume that I want to create a quiz by using Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, and also by using a certain links which are available in the links group, and how we can add media clips in my presentation during a slideshow. So all those options I'm going to explain now. So if you observe here, now I have already created one sample quiz here. Let me give a slideshow. You can see the title, it is showing as a quiz, and subtitle I'm going to include as just for a fun. So now if I click here, it will move to our next slide. As you can see in the next slide, we are getting what question number 1, that is what is MS. So MS stands for either Microsoft or Microsmooth. So these are the various options I'm going to provide for the user so that he can select any one of the option. Suppose if I move cursor on this particular option, you can see here my shape is just blinking here. So if you observe, isn't it? So when I move cursor on this particular shape, you can see here my a shape of Microsoft is just glittering. Okay, so this is what happens by using what action. So already I have included this action for Microsoft, and also with the Micro Smooth also the same thing happening, isn't it? Suppose if I click on Micro Smooth, which is a wrong answer, if I click on this, it will navigate me to wrong answer slide. And also you can see here at the bottom right, I have included one home image clip art here. So if I click on this, it will navigate me to directly to a question slide. If I click on this, you can see here now it is again redirecting me to the question slide. Now if I select the first one and if I click on this, it will navigate me to correct answer. And also you can see I think you have listened, the applause sound is appearing or playing at the background side. So this is how we can create a quiz by using what hyperlinks option and by using action. And also we can include media clips as you have listened, the applause playing at the background side. And also I have included the home button as usual to navigate to a question slide. So if I click on this, it will navigate me to a question slide. So now let me show you how we can prepare these kind of a quiz shows. And you can see here at the notes section, as you can see here, I am going to include what certain notes. As you can see, this is a title slide showing a quiz as a title. So these are the notes I'm going to include for each and every slides, so that during a presentation it will help the presenter as a handouts, so that he can easily go through these notes while delivering the content. So similarly, for next slide I have included, this is the only question present in this quiz. We are providing two options here. You have to choose the right one among these two options. If you choose correct option, it will go to the correct answer slide. Otherwise, it will navigate you to wrong answer slide. So this is the note I have included for this particular slide. And also for correct answer, you can see here I have included a notes like this is correct answer slide with applause sound effect. It is having some home clip art at the bottom right corner, which will navigate to question slide. So similarly, I have included notes for wrong answers. So these notes will help the presenter during his presentation, and it will be just like a reference material for the presenter so that he can exactly deliver the contents. Okay, so now let me show you how we can prepare this entire quiz. So let me take a new document so that we can create a fresh quiz. Okay, and let me add the title here as a quiz, and also you can add a subtitle for a fun. Okay, so now I need to prepare what one question slide. Press enter here, or else we can add a new slide. Already you know how to add a new slide. So now I'm going to use a new slide here, and I'm going to include what only the title slide, so that I can type a title here. Assume that I'm going to type as MS stands for dash. Okay, so now I need to specify what different options here. So for that, what I will do, I'm going to insert a rectangle shape here by using insert shapes option. Already you know this, how we can include different kinds of shapes. So now let me select a rectangle, and by holding a control and shift, I can drag like this. Okay, so so create a shape like this. Let me align it as a center. Go to format here, go to align, select align center here so that it will be aligned exactly towards the center of the slide. So now let me change the shape fill color here. Let me select this one, and let me remove the outline here. So whatever the outline line is appearing, I don't want to display that outline. So this is how I can create a shape. Now what I will do, I will simply add the text here by right clicking on this object, and I'm going to use edit text option here. And here what I will do, I'm going to specify the correct answer as Microsoft. Okay. So if you want to change this color combination, then you can select this particular text and you can click on home and you can choose a different color for that. And suppose let me increase the font size. Okay, let me make it as a bold. Yes. Now what I will do, I will create another copy of this. So let me click this shape and press Ctrl D so that it will duplicate the option here. So now let me arrange this and right click on this so that I can select the text, and here let me provide micro smooth. Okay, so this is a wrong answer, wrong option I'm going to provide for this. Okay, so we have prepared what? Two options here. So similarly, let me include a correct answer slide here. Let me press enter so that I can include a correct answer here. Let me type correct answer. Okay, and I have to include a thumb up image here. So I have already downloaded that image from internet, so that I will browse now. Okay, so here it is. So this is let me resize so that it can fit exactly in the slide. Okay, so this is perfect, I think. So now I need one home clip art here at the bottom right corner. Okay, so for that I will include insert clip art. Okay, it will open a clip art panel like this. So here I will search for home and I'm going to click on go button so that it will return me home clip art images. So now I'm going to select this one and let me close this. So let me place this home towards bottom right corner. Okay, so now my correct answer slide is ready now. So let me duplicate this. Again, to make a duplication of this slide, we need to click on this thumbnail and we can use a shortcut key, that is Ctrl D, so that it will duplicate the same slide. As you can see here, we have duplicated what? This slide here by using what? The shortcut key Ctrl D. So now what I will do, I will just edit this. Instead of a correct, now it has to display what? Wrong. Okay, so I need to rotate this image so that it can show towards down. Okay, so let me go to format here. Let me rotate. Okay, so flip vertical so that it will rotate like this. And also as usual, home option is available here. So now everything is set for our quiz. So now what we need to do, we need to implement a proper links between slides. Hold on. So now let me select the question slide now. So for this particular object, what it has to display? If I click on this, it has to display correct answer slide. Already we have created correct answer slide, isn't it? So now to provide link, we have to click on insert tab and we have to use what links option which is available here. Okay, so now let me click on action here so that it will open action settings like this. And you can see here we are having two tabs here. We are having two tabs. The first one is mouse click and another one is mouse over. That means what action it has to take if I click. So that is what click event, click action. So this one. Suppose what it has to perform when I move a cursor, mouse cursor over the object. So that is what? Mouse over option. So we can provide different actions for these two events. So now let me select mouse over. So here what happens? When I move mouse cursor on this, what it has to display? So it has to highlight when my mouse over. You can see here we are getting one option here. It has to what? It has to highlight when mouse over. That means what? When my mouse cursor moves on it, then it has to get highlighted. So I am going to enable this option. Now click on this. Okay, so that is done. Now what I need to do, I need to click on mouse click event. So now I'm going to provide hyperlink for this. You can observe here, when I click on this, now it has to navigate me to some other slide. For that, I'm going to select what? Hyperlink to option I'm going to select. So now let me quickly select this. And here, where it has to provide the hyperlink, it has to provide the hyperlink for slide. I'm going to select a slide here. When I select the slide, you can see it is providing the slide titles which we have included here. We are including 4 slides here. When I click on this particular button, where it has to move, it has to navigate me to correct answer slide. So now what I will do, I'm going to select the correct answer slide. As you can see the preview here, and I'm going to click on OK. So now after this, I'm going to click on OK button. So the actions are set for the correct option now. Similarly, we have to set for wrong answer also. Let me select this object. Now again click on action settings. Click mouse over. Select highlight when mouse over. And click mouse click tab. And select hyperlink to. Select a particular slide here. Now we need to select wrong answer because this is wrong answer. And you can see the preview here. Now click OK. And after this, you can click on OK button so that our actions are set for these 2 options now. So similarly, we have to set a hyperlink for home. When I click on this particular object, it has to navigate me to what? The question slide, isn't it? So now let me select this clipart graphic, go to hyperlink option. I'm going to provide the hyperlink within the same document. So that's why we need to select this particular option now. Okay. So now click on place in this document and you can provide a slide titles here. Okay. Now I'm going to select what? Second slide and you can see the preview here. Now click OK. So similarly, I'm going to select a wrong answer here and again I'm going to select a home. Now I'm going to click on hyperlink, place in this document and again I want to select what? A question slide. Now let me click on OK. So this is how we can provide actions and hyperlinks for the various slides and objects. So now let me give a slideshow now. So go to slideshow. So it starts a slideshow now. So this is what the title slide. If I click on, it will move to our next slide, question slide. Now it is showing what? MS stands for dash. So I need to choose the various options. As you can see here, when I move cursor on it, isn't it? When I move cursor on it, the shape is going to highlight, right? You can observe the shapes are blinking, isn't it? So that is nothing but those shapes are highlighting. So now suppose if I click on wrong answer, now it will navigate me to what? Wrong answer slide. If I click on this, mouse click action happens and it will navigate me to wrong answer slide. As you can see here, it is wrong answer slide. And if I click on home button here, it will navigate me to question slide. Similarly, now I'm going to select a correct answer. Now it has to navigate me to correct answer slide. Let me see. Yes. So this is what correct answer. And again, if I click on this home button, you can see it is again navigating me to the same question. So this is how we can provide and we can work with the hyperlink option and actions option. Okay. And now let me show you very interesting one. If I select on Microsoft, which is the right answer, it has to play the applause sound effect behind the slide. Okay, so this has to happen along with the correct answer. It has to what play applause sound effect. So how to provide the sound effect for this? So let me exit this slideshow. Now let me select a correct answer slide. We are in a correct answer slide only. Now here I want to include sound effect. To include sound effect, now what I will do, I'm going to use media clips group here. So here you can see here, we are having two options like a sound and a movie. Whenever I want to include a sound file, at that time I need to select the sound option. Whenever I want to move a movie file, sorry, whenever I want to play a movie file, then I have to select what movie option. So now let me quickly include a sound effect here. So now let me select a sound from clip organizer, because in a clip organizer we are having claps, cheers, sound effects, which is appearing here, isn't it? As you can see here, we are having a claps, cheers sound effect, and we are having one more, that is telephone sound effect. Now I'm going to include what claps, cheers. Let me click here and it will open a dialog box. How do you want the sound to start the slideshow? That means what? During the slideshow, whether this sound has to start automatically or when clicked, it is asking. If you want to start the sound automatically to play, then you have to select what? Automatically dialog, automatically button. Suppose it has to start when I click, then you have to select this particular button. So now I will select what? Automatically. So now let me click on automatically button now, so that it will include a sound file in the slide. As you can see here, we are having a sound icon displaying on the slide, isn't it? So this is what a sound icon. That means this particular slide has a sound file. And if I include a sound file, you can see here sound tools options are appearing at the ribbon here. So you can select how this sound it has to display. So now I don't want to display this particular icon during the slideshow. For that, what I will do, I'm going to select what? Hide during show option I'm going to enable. That means during the slideshow, I want to hide that particular icon. So for that, we have to enable this particular option. So now let me select this option here. And also we can set the volume. Let me set the volume as high. And also you can go through the preview here by clicking on preview option. So likewise, we can get various options which are related to sound tools. So now the entire quiz is ready now. So let me give a slideshow once again. First question, click on the correct answer. It has to display correct answer slide. Along with that, it has to play a sound effect at the background. So let us see. I'm going to click on this. So this is how we can provide links to various slides and various objects, and how we can set actions for the objects, and also how we can include the sounds by using clipart, movie clips group. Hope you have understood the various options which are available in insert tab.